So in this example, let's solve an equation like this where our variables all have fractional exponents. So I've already set it up here where I've collected all terms on one side and left 0 on the other. Since we're going to be using factoring, this is a critical first step. So fractional exponents are not the easiest things to work with when solving an equation. So I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor of these terms here. And the greatest common factor of these terms is going to be x to the lowest power. So they all contain the variable x to different powers. And what we are going to do is factor out the x value with the lowest exponent, in this case, 1/3. So when we factor out x to the 1/3, we need to see what's left behind. So if I do some side work here, to figure out what's left behind in the first term, I'm going to divide by the quantity I'm factoring out. And remembering our exponent rules, I can combine these together by subtracting their exponents. So I really need to know what is 7/3 minus 1/3. And that's going to give me 6/3. But 6/3 is a nice integer answer. So it's really just x squared that's being left behind. And I'll just do the same thing with this term here. So again, x to the 4/3 is the original term, and I'm factoring out x to the 1/3. Using exponent rules, I can combine these two terms together by subtracting their exponents. And it's super helpful that these already have common denominators, because this is just x to the power 3/3. And that simplifies nicely into x to the first. So this leaves behind an x. And then this one should be pretty straightforward. I just have minus 2. So what we've done is factored out all the fractional exponents, leaving behind nice whole number exponents that we know how to work with. So this quantity in here is a quadratic, which I'm pretty sure I can factor. So it's a trinomial of degree 2. I'm going to have x plus 2 times x minus 1, this quadratic factors. And now I have 3 factors being multiplied, and it equals 0. So we know we can set each factor equal to 0 and solve. Don't forget, this original factor right here, we have to set that equal to 0 as well. So we get some nice solutions here. To eliminate this exponent of 1/3, raise both sides to the power 3. And 0 cubed is 0. So this equation here has 3 solutions. They're all real solutions. But the initial step right here is where we have a critical step. What you want to do is factor out your greatest common factor here so that you can hopefully work with an actual polynomial without fractional exponents.